See, to check the server status, you can check the server status from here once you log into the admin console. Okay. But if you are logging into, assume that this one is running on a Unix platform, any of the Unix flavor, that could be a Linux or AX or Sun OS, whatever it is. Normally, because this admin console is running on a different machine and these managed servers, these are all called as a managed servers. Whether it could be a clustered servers or any other JVMs. Okay. So these all running on any of the Unix servers. So if that is the case, let's assume this admin console is running on a different Unix box and managed servers are running on a different Unix box. In such cases, what happens is most of the cases you directly logging into the managed server Unix box where it is running. So let's assume that the Unix box name is Pawan node 02. So you directly opening a putty session and logging into this server. Okay, now to check whether that particular JVM is running or not, note down all these commands. Okay, these commands are not there in our slides. And remember, this is to recapture whatever we have learned. So we use this command ps-ef grep java.
Kumar garu, I can't see your screen. It's hung, I think.
No, it's not hung actually. Okay, I am using my local desktop. Copy. Let me open there. There is a notepad. Now, are you able to see the notepad now?
No.
Okay, it is in my. Okay, we'll use. So this is the command actually, and I'll tell you the scenario also. Okay, now what we are doing is we just need to know the server which is running or not, and 99% of the cases normally DMGR runs on a different Unix box, and these managed servers runs on a different Unix box. And coming to the clusters also, if you click on clusters, WebSphere application server cluster, open the cluster member. Please make a note because these are all specific to any of the Unix platform, and these are specific to concepts also. So if you open the cluster members, normally these cluster members are in different Unix boxes again. So how many Unix boxes right now? If we want to check each and every component log file, then admin server runs on a different Unix box, and in clusters also, cluster servers, one cluster member runs on a one Unix box and another cluster member runs on a different Unix box. This sort of the clustering is called as a horizontal clustering, which means both the cluster members are running in two different Unix boxes. Then those concept is called as a horizontal clustering. If these two clusters are running as the same Unix box, then those are called as a vertical clustering. 99% people, if they are using any of the clustering mechanism, they will go for a different Unix boxes.
Can you repeat it once again?
Cluster members, whenever they are creating any cluster members, 99% of the cases they will create a one managed server in one Unix box. That is, let us say cluster member server runs on A Unix box and cluster member server 2 runs on B Unix box. That is a horizontal clustering. If two managed servers are running on two different boxes, those concept is called as a horizontal clustering. The advantage of this is, recently we got a disaster in Nepal, right? Let's assume that one particular Unix box placed in that particular location, then still the application runs because the other cluster member is running on a different Unix box which is placed somewhere. Let us assume that out of Nepal. So if that is the case, the application still runs. Okay, that is the reason these persons will go for that such type of clustering. Okay, so right now what you are trying to do is, now you are trying to log into the servers and to check whether those JVMs are running or not. The first way to check the servers running or not is, first of all, you need to find out the admin server for that, where the admin server is running. And let's assume scenario, you have hundreds of JVMs and hundreds of DMGR consoles also there. In such cases, some cases it is very difficult in identifying the admin server. It takes a little bit of time. Okay, because if you are in a production call, normally they will tell a Unix box name and application name where it is having some problem. Okay, if that is the case, you directly need to log into that particular Unix box and check whether corresponding JVM is running or not, where the application is having the problem. So, the first way to check it out is, if you know the admin console server name, you can directly log into admin console and check the server status from here. If you are seeing the green color mark, you can tell them that server is running fine. Okay, it's just a quick way to check. But you don't know where the admin server is running. So you directly log into the corresponding Unix box and issue this command. ps-ef grep java and grep jvm name. Okay, it will display like this, whatever the all initialization parameter followed with the jvm name. Okay, if you see something, then that means it is running. The second alternative way is you need to go to bin folder. Bin folder in the sense corresponding profile. In our case, it's IBM, WebSphere, Observer, Profiles, and profile name, bin. And remember, this is a standard path. Wherever you work in any of the organization, and whether it is a Windows environment or a Unix environment, normally from IBM. And before that, if it is a Unix environment, instead of Raghav, it could be a OPT or user. File system, I am telling. Mount point, that could be a /OPT or /user. And rest of the path, normally it is same, but profile name changes. Because depending upon the organization standards, they will name the profile accordingly. Then bin folder is common again. They will never ever modify bin folder. Okay, and profile folders also they will never ever modify. It's always a standard and convention. It's not a mandatory saying that this profile folder should be there as is. It's not like that. They can name anything, but it's a vast standard. So this profiles folder name normally 99.99% they will not change, and bin folder also they will not change. So you need to go to the bin folder, bash home directory, bin folder, then check it out, server status -all. Okay. Now next thing is JVM is running fine. Next thing is, let's assume that they are reporting saying that it's behaving very slow. I mean, application is running because you confirm that the application earlier they might have some impression saying that application is not running, because see we are working in middleware environment. Application developers or application support people who are supporting that particular application normally blame middleware first. Okay, now you check the server, you said that the server is working fine. Then probably they will check some other things and they will come up with, saying that it's slow. It's running, but they are not getting the response that they are expected. In such scenarios, what you need to do is, here in this case, task manager. These are only the difference one. Okay, in Windows environment and Unix environment. Normally, you go for the task manager. You check all this information. Okay, in the network part. I think I lost the control. On your system, Linux or Unix is available?
No, sir. No.
Okay, if that is the case, we will do one thing. You install everything in Linux. Okay, the same way installation process will not change. Okay, you will directly get, instead of CMD file, you will be getting the SH file.
Okay, so we need to run through VirtualBox.
Correct.
Okay.
Installation process will not change anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, sir.
So here, that is the first thing. You are checking this ps-ef web Java. Now they are reported saying that application is running slow. In Windows environment, normally you check the task manager and then network traffic flow, CPU usage, and all those things, right? But in Unix case, again, Unix commands varies depending upon the flavor that you are using. Linux, it's a different one. HP Unix, it's a different one. AIX, it's a different one. Let's assume a AIX case. Okay, in AIX case, if you want to see the CPU utilization and memory utilization, you type nmon, N-M-O-N. Try to write something on the desktop. Let me share my screen otherwise. See, are you able to see this? Notepad? Okay. And AX, once you get the command prompt, let's assume that command prompt is $. Now type N M O N. Now one window will come. Depending upon the letter, if you want to see the CPU utilization, type C. If you want to see the memory utilization, type M. So one window will open. It displays the information about the various JVMs and various processes that are running on that particular AIX machine. And see if any of the particular JVM is consuming more memory or more CPU utilization. If that is the case, definitely whatever the application person claims, it matches there. Means if the JVM uses more memory or more CPU utilization, then definitely that application response is very slow. Now, the next step what you need to do is checking the logs. Checking the logs. What you need to check the logs, system out logs. Again, the path is same. I mean, path is depending upon the organization that you are working, and they maintain their own standards. So, path probably after logs, you need to check the system out log and then system error. And if it is memory related information, then native standard error. Okay. So if these are the cases, then probably in system out log, probably you may see hung threads or starvation or any database related exceptions. Okay, convey the same message back to the developer. Now, how to check the system out log? I think probably you might be knowing this command, view RBI or tail. Here the file name would be either it could be system out or system error or native standard out, native standard error. So check the logs, and as per my experience, checking the logs in Unix is very, very easy, because you can grab whatever you are looking for or you are searching for. So what you need to do is you need to check all this kind of information and provide this information back to the developer. Okay. I'm not able to access their machine. If any of your machine, if you can share any of your machine, probably then I can go ahead with showing the admin console and log paths and generic information that we need to check it out on Unix.
How to share it, sir? Can you?
Let me give you presenter access, because right now I got it. Make presenter. Yes, I gave it to Jivan.
So just share my screen. That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Open the admin console.
Yeah.
And remember one thing, and if you are making use of the admin console for any of the administrative activities, it doesn't matter whether you are using Windows platform or Linux platform or any of the Unix platform.
Okay.
From here also you can start the servers, which means you are not selected you are not provided the security. Okay.
Okay. So now
Click on servers.
servers. Okay.
Services. You have clicked on services.
So I mean service provide service
Server.
client.
No, under guided activities there is a server folder.
Okay. Server types.
Yeah.
And application server. Okay.
And it looks like you have installed only the base version. Because of that reason, see, my admin console and your admin console compare all these options.
Yeah, of course, but as it is a trial version, right?
Yeah, true. That's what I'm trying to tell you and trying to, explain you the difference. Okay. And here also, because it's showing only one single server, you are not seeing the green colored one, the status of the server.
Yeah.
But it's just a standalone server, and it's always like that only. I mean, if the server is down, you are not able to open this admin console itself.
Okay.
If you if you have some doubt, then you can try that out. Admin console itself you cannot able to open. So that means that the server is down. That was the reason they are not given any of the those things.
Okay.
Okay. Now click on applications. Application types. WebSphere application. And the deployment process. Okay, the deployment process is same. I mean, if you want to deploy any sort of the application, you need to select that one, then update. Okay. You always go for a update.
Okay.
And remember, instead of local file system, you need to go to the remote file system. Okay.
Okay. So the whatever the developer's path we need to give.
Correct. If it is, I mean, most of the cases, the developer places the ER file either in temp folder or their home directory, because they also have the access to the Unix box, but they are not having access as that of administrator. Okay, they're just having the read access and read and write access to their home folders. Because of that reason, they will place the ER file either in their home folder or else the temp folder. So, in such scenarios, you have the two options. The first thing is, you can copy that ER file into your local desktop and then deploy. And remember one more thing, or else make a note somewhere. If you are copying from Unix box to Windows box, you always choose the bin mode, because it's a ER file. ER file contains lots of binary type of information. So whenever you are copying files from either it is from Unix to Windows or Windows to Unix, always go for a bin mode. You know how to copy the files from Unix to Windows and Windows to Unix, right?
No. Only Windows mode we know. We haven't used any Unix or Linux mode.
No. The thing is, you can use the tool. WinSAP is a tool.
Okay.
You can use that tool to copy from Windows to Unix or Unix to Windows. Using that tool also, there is one option to select bin mode or text mode or default mode. So whenever you are copying the ER file, you always copy the bin mode. The secondary one is FTP.
So what is this bin mode called? Hello?
Operating system already installed?
Actually, we don't have any Unix, sir. So I just want to know you're telling about bin mode and all, right? So what is this bin mode?
See, ER file, if you open the ER file is not only having the textual information, I mean not only having the Java code. Normally Java code contains only the alphabetical letters, right?
Okay.
But in some cases, if you want to see some sort of the GUI files, how that will come? Using some binary type of information, right? So because of that reason, you need to make use of the bin. Bin stands for the binary.
Okay.
Okay, so in FTP mode also, I mean, if you are making use of the FTP followed with a Unix box name, that is the normal way to connect it. Then it asks the username and password. You have to give the username and password. Then you need to type the bin. Then it displays the type is bin. Or else if you are using WinSAP, you do one thing, you try to download the WinSAP version from the internet.
Okay, so Unix or Linux, both of them. Okay.
Because it is one of the important one. if you go for a text mode or default one, 99% deployment will fail. If you are lucky enough, then probably deployment will go fine. And even though the deployment is successful, some of the HTML pages or some of the files they will not able to see properly. Okay, these are the cases.
Okay.
So this is one difference. That's what I'm telling. Only the differences I'm telling. So deployment, you need to take care of this one. And checking the status of the server, the earlier one that I told you, using admin console and ps-ef grep Java. And the third one is command mode. Command mode in the sense server status -all. And log file checking is the same way. Whether you are going for a Windows or Unix, checking the log file is same way.
Okay.
Same way in the sense, you need to go to the system out log file. In Unix, there are different commands. Do you know how to open the files in Unix?
We don't have any idea about Unix or Linux. We haven't used it.
Again, you need to learn the basic commands. Otherwise, it is very, very, very difficult.
Okay.
To try to open your notepad, I'll tell you. Open your notepad. BI. Press enter.
Sorry?
BI.
BI.
No, not B. B for Victoria.
Okay.
BIEW. Enter. Head. Enter. Tail. PS-EF grep. PS-space. PS space. No. The first letter PS space -EF. Pipe symbol grep. Pipe symbol.
EF.
Pipe symbol pipe.
This
Grep.
one? Great.
Yeah, grep. Yeah, correct. Press enter. Then CD, enter. PWD, enter. DU, enter. DU, D stands for Dallas. DF. D, again D. DF. SORT, SORT. FIND, find. MKDIR. CP. Enter. RM. LS. Okay. Now this is a homework for you. whatever I listed, these commands are more than enough to work on it, but you need to know how to make use of it and what is the syntax. And remember, on Unix, everything is a case sensitive.
Okay, so these are all commands are for only Unix, right?
Correct. So you need to learn complete syntax for this one. Okay. VI is having options. View is having options. Head is having options. Tail is having options.
So what it means as the options?
If you are having, I mean, that's what I'm telling. If you are having the Unix operating system on your laptop,
okay.
if you want to know the help for this, man, M-A-N, man.
Okay.
M-A-N, man, followed with the command name. Followed with the command name, it displays the helpful pages, I mean, help pages for that particular command. Okay, suppose if you don't know how to make use of the CD, okay, now you type man space CD. Okay, it displays the entire information. What is the CD? What is meant by CD? And what is the syntax? What are the options? All that is used. Okay. So when I tell about this VI, view, tail, PS, CD, PWD, DEF, sorts, you need to make use of all the combination and all the letters. Okay. Normally, if you want to list the files, ls is sufficient, but everybody uses ls-lrt.
LRT.
After Unix commands, type ls-lrt. ls-lrt. A space ls, after ls there is a space. See, which means what I'm trying to tell you is ls is a command. After that whatever you wrote over there, those are different flags. Okay, so when I ask you to learn ls, my intention is that you need to learn all the associated flags for ls. So, which includes ls-lrt. So, in which cases you need to go for ls-lrt, in which cases you need to go for ls, in which cases you need to go for ls-l only. Okay. So, after ls, there are lot many flags. It's not just lrt. lrt is a common one, which we are using more frequently. So, in the same way for all these things. Okay. View, head, tail, PS, CD, all such things. And after ls, you type one more command, top, because this is one more command which we normally use for day-to-day activities. Top and N1. Press enter and top. Right down top. POP. MON. MON. So, you try to learn these commands. These commands are to perform all your activities. Okay. So, I mean, normally these commands are useful. If you want to perform disk space activities, like in the sense, system out log file, each time it writes something into the log file, right? Okay. So every minute, every second, it writes something into the log file. So it daily writes something. So in such cases, disk space definitely grows. So you need to find out such type of log files and remove them. So how to find those files and how to remove such type of files. So one of the commands will helpful from this. Okay, you need to learn all these things. Then probably your job is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, unless
Okay.
you are not learning all these commands, it's highly impossible to work on Unix platform.
Okay. Okay. So we'll just install Unix and Linux, sir.
Okay, whatever you want to do it. But before that, try to learn all these commands. Okay.
Okay, sure. Mm.
Because just now I told about the PS-EF Java. If you don't know what is meant by PS, it is very difficult to tell you and convince you.
Okay, sure, sir. So how about the installation in Unix?
Same
Because
one.
same.
See,
Oh,
in the response file, actually, we need to modify one response file. Okay, in the response file, you need to provide the arguments. See, installation we have seen, right? But what we have done, file. Select the file and the repositories. Go to repository, add the repository.
okay.
So that is only one step in Unix.
Mm.
So you need to add that particular file name in the repository, and then next one is you need to access the license, right?
Okay.
Then everything is next only.
Oh,
And before that, next two more things you need to mention. Where is the software available and the software location, and where do you want to install? I mean, which mount partition you need to install. Okay, so these you need to mention in one line. Then everything is next. So that is a silent mode installation. Okay. In Unix also you will get the same GUI. It's not a big deal, and I mean 1 to 2 minutes work only. So same IMCL file is there. Run that file. .sh file. Run that file. It opens a window, GUI window. Same process again. Once you open the GUI window, the same process. Only the first thing is, instead of .exe file that you are running as an administrator, there is a .sh file. You just need to run that sh file automatically. One GUI prompt will come. Then rest of the process is same. And apart from that, whatever we learned, everything is applicable on Unix and Windows. Everything is same. I mean, to create the profiles, we have used one command, right? Manage profiles.batch file. Have you used that command to create the profile? Hello, Vamshi and Jeevan. Hello. Okay. So Vamshi and Jeevan, have you used the commands to create the profiles, or you just use the PMT GUI? Hello.
Oh, hello.
Now it is
Oh,
added.
oh, sorry. Actually, my power is down, so I'll just add it. Yeah, go
So
ahead.
what I was saying is the installation process is same. User profile, have we used the components or PFP that exe?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, wait, wait.
क्लास स्टार्ट है ना स्टार्ट एक्चुअली हो
మెల్లిగా కూర్చోరా.
Have you used this manage profile or have you used emc.exe?
I think we just used this one only.
Okay, so this is the one command prompt. See, apart from the installation, we have covered, I mean, every command prompt that we, and for federating the node, we never used any GVHC for federating the nodes, right?
Yeah.
So the federating nodes, instead of file, you have to use SSFile. So the command is same. Okay. So apart from that, what is the difference that we have done only in Windows? Yeah, setting up the Windows service. While you are installing, by default it set up the Windows service, but in case of Unix, it will not do that. It just installs it and creates a JVM. That's it. Okay, so for rebooting, when you are rebooting the server, if you want to make that JVM is up, there is a different process. In /etc file system, you need to mention some order over there. Once every mount point come up, then it is one-time activity. Okay, only those are the difference. Try to install it in
Okay. Unix.
Linux platform, and rest of the things will check it out.
Yeah, కనిపిస్తుంది.
Okay, sir.
కనిపిస్తుంది.
Installation for this one is also same. I was trying.
ఆడియో
Linux.
Yeah, I was trying to show you for web server installation also.
ఓకే
Hello, you there still?
Yeah, of course, sir.
Yeah, web server installation also the same one. And the file you are selecting the repository type. This time you need to select the web server one and click next.
Yeah.
Everything is next. Okay, we'll check it out that installation tomorrow. I'm having 6th version right away, but that I told you, 6th version and 7th version are different for the installation.
Okay.
Okay, try to install it.
Okay.
And we'll cover everything, and then from there you can move forward.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, sir.
But coming back to me, try to learn all those commands. Otherwise, it
Okay.
is very difficult to make you understand.
Okay, sure.